Assalamu alaikum and hello everybody. We are here today with Zulfi Bukhari, who served as a special assistant to former Prime Minister Imran Khan in the capacity of a Minister of State in the federal cabinet. Zulfi Bukhari currently holds the party position of advisor to the chairman on international media. Assalamu alaikum, Zulfi, can you hear me?
Walaikum assalam, ji, I can.
Okay, ji. Zulfi, assalamu alaikum, and welcome to the show, and thank you for taking the time out for us. Tell me this. You're a face that we see on the international media the most often, representing Pakistan Tehreek-e-Insaf. Talk to me about the state of democracy in Pakistan right now. When do you see elections happening at all? When do you see them happening?
Okay, so three questions. Let me go one by one. At the moment, if you look at is the state of democracy. Well, the state of democracy is that the largest national level, grassroots level party in Pakistan is being marginalized and trying to be dismantled. The most popular leader the country has probably seen is in prison. And at the moment, none of their leadership, none of us can either leave our homes or we can't stay at home, but everyone's in hiding or they're in exile with the fear that they get arrested when they come back to the airport or when they move out. Their children are being arrested, their wives are being arrested, their mothers are being arrested. Women are in prison. We have 13,000 people in prison at the moment. I don't know how you would call that democracy in any way or form. Secondly, the thing is that democracy is yet to happen. There's been no democratic process since Imran Khan was removed by a no vote confidence, because he wasn't moved on ideology. He was moved on horse trading. People got paid out, they got promised positions, and they took that position. After that, if you look at all of the PDM's cabinet, it's a makeshift cabinet with a bunch of jokers in it. Very few credible people. And now when you see the caretaker come in, again, I'm not saying there aren't a few very good names, and there are very well-educated, responsible people as well on it. But the rest, you've seen people, jokers that are from the previous PDM regime as well, just continuing the same old thing, and who have nothing to do with politics, who couldn't understand the A to B to or Z to politics. So at the moment, there is no democracy. What our hope and prayer is in the next 90 days, we go towards a democratic process, which will be elections. But I'll add one more thing before I go answer the next question. You must understand that if there is anything called pre-poll rigging, that is what's happening in Pakistan today. And on a humongous scale. America talks about Russians getting involved with President Trump's thing, this, that, everything. In Pakistan, if what is happening right now, that you are trying to dismantle a party, fear is being created across the board, people are being arrested, people are being disqualified, people are getting illegal cases on them. If that's not pre-poll rigging, what is? Is the purpose that there is no PTI left by elections? If that's not pre-poll rigging, what is? Is it the fact that leaders and people and electables or people that are going to be contesting from their constituency on the PTI ticket will not be able to leave their homes or file their nominations? If that's not PTI pre-poll rigging, what is? Am I going to be arrested when I go and file my nomination? If that's not pre-poll rigging, what is? Now, your second question was, do I see elections? I think if the target is achieved of some form of completely demolishing and dismantling PTI to the level that it will not be a force to reckon with by in the next 90 days, there's a possibility of elections. But as it stands today, Imran Khan is the most popular leader Pakistan has seen. PTI, despite, and again, this is, I'll give you figures which will really put things into perspective. Despite all the atrocities, human rights abuse, abductions, kidnapping, torturing, you name it, destroying homes, sealing homes, everything, relatives in prison that have nothing to do with politics. Despite all of that, not even 4 to 5% of PTI ticket holders have broken. Not even 4 to 5%. So remember, nothing affects a political party except the public's popularity or their demand. And right now, it doesn't matter what happens to any of us, the demand for PTI will only become more. It won't lessen. So when it's not lessening, it's only increasing. So if that's the case, it doesn't matter if Imran Khan is in prison. It doesn't matter if he's not in prison. It doesn't matter if he's disqualified. It doesn't matter if he's not disqualified. His party will win the elections if there's ever free and fair elections in Pakistan. Even, I would say, even 70% free or 60% free. Even if there's 40% rigging, they will still lose.
And that perhaps is why the ECP has allegedly put a ban on surveys now, I hear. We're going on to I know, right? It's hilarious. We're going on to day 14 of Imran Khan being incarcerated in very, very, like, in atrocious in conditions. People on ground and overseas Pakistanis are concerned that the party in itself is perhaps not doing enough, if anything at all, about this. What is the party's stance? What are we planning to do about, getting him out of this this frivolous case, this unlawful incarceration?
Look, if it was up to us and if we went on our emotions and our feelings, we would do a jailbreak. But Imran Khan has never done anything against the law, and nor has his party. And Imran Khan has stood by the institutions and our judiciary for his entire life. He's a man that has never, in his 27-year career, despite having popularity through the roof, has never taken the law into his own hands. So even in this situation, we just have to wait for the law. Unfortunately, the law sometimes gets manhandled, gets manipulated, gets delayed. And as they say, justice delayed is justice denied. But we are fighting away, and we know sooner or later, once we get in front of a responsible judge on the High or Supreme Court, Imran Khan will not only be given bail, but sooner or later his case will have to be thrown out the window as well.
Thank you so much. And that brings me to my last question. Let's talk about the cipher, the Intercept, breaking that story that the cipher was leaked. The cipher was actually, they claim that the cipher was leaked from within the military establishment, from within the army specifically. However, Imran Khan has yet again been accused of something that is just hilarious. Like, how could he possibly do that while he's in jail? What do you think the overseas Pakistanis, the US is very quiet about all of this news. What do you think the overseas Pakistani diaspora, what can we do? How do we raise our voices? How would you like us to, what would you like us to do about that?
Look, firstly, I would start with that, I really thank the overseas diaspora for everything that they've done. Overseas Pakistanis from Saudi, Qatar, Kuwait, UAE, and then all the way through Europe and US, South Africa, you name it. I mean, I've served in that position for nearly 4 years. And, I want to take this opportunity on your show to first thank them from the bottom of my heart for the love and respect they give me every time they see me anywhere. And today, whatever I am is because of them and their love and their initial support that they gave me. The same thing goes for Imran Khan. Before anyone believed in Imran Khan, overseas Pakistanis already had made him their prime minister in their mind 30 years ago. So when what they are doing right now in this struggle and protesting, doing the best they can, I see all of our American Pakistani friends that I know, and even the ones I don't know, trying their hardest and going to congressmen, statesmen, and everything. I see what's happening across the board in UK, London. I follow everything overseas. Like I said, I'm alhamdulillah, thanks to them, the respect they give me, I'll always be humbled. And they're doing a lot. They're doing all they can. So again, thank you. But the problem is, or all I will say to them is that you have to keep trying. We may have not got the results from the actual establishment or the government of that country, but we are creating waves. And if we have to keep going at it, you cannot give up. It only takes one instant for the whole thing to change around in a different direction, because truth has to prevail at the end. As far as it goes for international countries, or countries and other countries and spokespeople and leaderships, I don't think there's anything wrong in saying that it's been very disappointing. When it comes to Pakistan, everything becomes an internal matter. When it comes to other countries, it's their matter. But a safer stable Pakistan is better for the entire world, in particular our region, but definitely for the entire world. It's best for our ally countries. It's best for our neighboring countries. Uh, a destabilized or an economically heading towards default, economically unstable country is not for anyone's benefit. And so we shouldn't play into the hands of those whose benefit it may be. And with that, again, I'll say that we all need to come together at some stage. Let it be our establishment, let it be our political parties, let it be us. We need to make sure whatever we do doesn't harm Pakistan, because at the end of the day, that's what our struggle is for. But by putting Imran Khan in jail and crucifying his party will never bring that stability. Everybody knows it. And we must, and I appeal to all countries and their leaders and their human rights organizations, the way Imran Khan is being kept in prison, the way that PTI workers and leaders and families are being treated, if there is a human rights crisis at the moment, it's this. So please step up. No one is saying interfere in politics. No one wants anyone from outside to ever interfere in our politics, God forbid. But raising your voice for something that they even know is unjust and untrue is all we're asking for. So I really hope people start stepping up and seeing that their voice can change the future of 240 million people, and actually give them a chance in elections to pick a government that they vote for. If our people vote for PDM or any of those guys, good on them. That's their choice. We have to sit quietly in opposition, do our job. But if you are not giving the actual mandate to the people of Pakistan, then how are you enforcing anything? You've got, people like Secretary Blinken, a lot of respect and everything, but he tweeted 2 weeks ago, 10 days ago, about human rights and how it's the core of human culture and how the world has to move on with human rights, and it's our values. So what happens to the human rights and the right of self-determination of the Pakistanis? We talk about Azad Kashmir, but what about Pakistanis? Do they not have a right to self-determination of who they want their leader is? Are we, as Imran Khan said in the UN, that are we of a lesser God now? What is the problem? And nothing is not solvable. And I say this to our PTI people as well. I know that Jazbati, they get emotional, but we must understand whatever steps we take, and I'll take it, I know a female from Noon got attacked on the roads, and others, our females are in prison, our females are attacked in National Assembly by the likes of Khwaja Asif daily or every single year, in and out. The human rights abuse going on, Dr. Yasmin Rashid, and Alia Hamza, Khatija Shah, all the rest of them. If I missed anyone out, I apologize. But we should raise the voice for the woman that was attacked here, Hannah Butt, whatever her name was. She was attacked, we condone that. But we also want the same voices that raised it for her, which rightly so they did. But they should also raise the voices for our women who are being treated the way they are in prison, inhumanely. And why are they even in prison? Why aren't the same voices, the same, so-called voices of justice speaking for our women who have nothing to do with politics? There are some women who have been arrested that have nothing at all to do with politics, even if you don't want to talk about the political ones. So again, I say to our PTI people, abroad especially, okay, I know that they have emotions, and I know the emotions are high and the temperature is high, but we need to show that we are followers of Imran Khan. And Imran Khan has always kept a lot of dignity and integrity in his politics. We must follow that dignity and integrity in politics. And remember, your strength, your integrity, your dignity only matters when your chips are down and things are at their worst. Everyone can be a gentleman when everything is going their way. It's can you be a gentleman when things aren't going your way? So please don't do anything that affects the image of Imran Khan, that makes Imran Khan's case lessen or makes it worse. We only have to take steps which help Imran Khan, not that don't help him. Whatever you do, that poor leader of yours is sitting in a 6x8 solitary confinement cell. Whatever you do outside, they will put the pressure on him inside. So remember that hold his banner high with pride. Don't let him down at this time. he needs all the help he can get.
Beautifully said, Zulfi. Hold his banner high, hold it with pride. Thank you so much for your time. And thank you
Thank you.
for being here. And thank you for your fight, actually.